Well, hello everyone. This is your next installment of WWW Wednesday Walking with the Word on this beautiful Wednesday where, thank God, it actually feels like summer in comparison to all of the terrible, frigid, cold weather we've had, especially on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And so the first thing I want to do to start out today is to ask for your good prayers. As you may have heard today at the general audience in Rome, Pope Francis asked for prayers for Pope Emeritus Benedict. His health is failing and he could use our good prayers. So please keep Pope Emeritus Benedict in your prayers, a great pope who had a great influence on my priesthood. And we continue to keep him in prayer, especially that our Lord, the Divine Physician, give him strength and also give him peace. So today in the church, we celebrate the Feast of the Holy Innocents. These were the children under the age of 2, the boys under the age of 2 in Bethlehem that were basically murdered by King Herod because he heard the proclamation of the Magi, and when they didn't come back to tell him about what they had found, then he got scared and thought that there was going to be this king that was going to usurp him. And so he had all the children killed. Again, boys 2 years of age and under. And of course, we know that Mary and Joseph fled to Egypt so that they would not, the angel said flee to Egypt so that Jesus would not undergo this death. And so when I think about that today and reflect as we walk with the word, the truth of the matter is that Herod's reaction came from a place of fear. Herod's reaction came from a place of insecurity. And that led into feelings of anger and a host of other negative things in him that caused him to go and do what he did. And, the truth of the matter is that you and I, while we may not murder people, it's important for us to be on guard with our emotions, because sometimes if we don't watch our emotions, the response can be that we can go and massacre the innocents. And it could sometimes be, especially those whom we love, we can go in and react and say things to them and abuse them because they will still love us after. But there's harm that's done in those moments. And I'm not, saying that I'm immune to that either, because I can look back on my life and certainly see moments where, the massacre of the innocents has happened. Maybe just because I'm having a bad day and it's there could be a host of things going on, and it doesn't justify it. It just is important first for us to understand what our triggers are and where those things come from, but also at the same time to make sure that we go back and apologize and that we have that greater control of ourselves so that massacre of the innocents doesn't happen. Because again, Herod didn't wake up and say, I'm just going to, for joy, go and murder all these children. It came from this place of fear. And so it's good for us to have our emotions in check, to understand what we're feeling and why we're feeling it, and to make sure that it does not manifest itself in a way that causes harm or evil. And so, WWW, Wednesday Walking with the Word, on the Feast of the Holy Innocents. Keep the innocents safe. Keep everybody safe. Keep your emotions in check. All of us, me included. And if we do that, especially with asking for God's grace and help, we will succeed, because God will be with us, and we have the gift of him in this Christmas octave. And knowing that gives us the encouragement that we need to do all things in and for him, and also to know that he will be there to help us when we can't do it on our own. So may God bless you. Have a wonderful Christmas octave. Keep Pope Emeritus Benedict in your prayers, and we'll see you next week for another edition of WWW Wednesday Walking with the Word.